Welcome back to From Vinyl to Streaming, Tunes Through Time with Abby and Judy. I'm Abby.
And I'm Judy.
So we're kind of changing things up a little bit. If you've been listening to previous episodes, we usually talk about our week, but we've decided we're going to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, our weeks aren't that exciting.
Yes. So at the beginning of every episode, we're going to share like a music moment of the week. Since obviously this podcast is about music, we thought we would talk about something that happened during the week that had to do with music that that was
interesting or something that we enjoyed or something. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So I'll get excited.
Yeah. So you can go first. What's your music moment?
So my music moment is actually a question I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
So I saw an interview by Duran Duran.
Okay.
And they were saying that bands are turning extinct. What do you think?
I kind of agree. Yeah, I can see that.
Because they were saying, if you look at anyone in the Grammys this year, they were all solo artists.
They're solo artists, yeah.
And they were saying it was kind of sad because they really like being a band.
Mm-hmm.
And they've all tried their own things being single, and they were much better as a band.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think solo artists kind of like negate the talent of the rest that goes into making a song or album kind of thing, because I mean, you have your solo artist who's the singer, and maybe they play a guitar or something, but the majority of the time they're the singer, just the singer. But there's so much more that goes into a song. So they do have a band, and they do have all these things. So I feel like it kind of takes away, you don't get to emphasize the talent of everyone else as well when it's just a solo artist.
It's just a solo artist. But I found that kind of interesting because I never even thought about that. But then I was trying to think, who have I heard Abby talk about that's in a band? Like an actual band where they split everything equally, or they're just all equal partners in it. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't come up with anyone this year.
There's the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, but they're not new. They're not new. Let's try someone new.
Let me think. I don't know.
I think it's going extinct. And I think it's because of TikTok and social media. These people are trying to make it on their own without trying to get a band together. I thought it was really sad.
I'm looking at my music, and these are all just solo artists. That's kind of crazy. I never thought about that, but you're right.
I know. When they said that, I was like, that is really sad. Because that's pretty much all I grew up on was bands. I mean, there was very few solo artists. I mean, there's Billy Joel and Elton John, and
I've never
like the singer-songwriter was the solos.
But all the other music was interesting.
I'm kind of sad about it, to be honest. Yeah, it makes me sad.
Yeah. If you know of a new band.
Yeah, a new band. Let us know, because I was trying to think. I mean, once I heard that, I was like, wow, I can't think of anyone that Abby's talked about that's an actual band, like where they are the lead guitarist, because you don't even have that with the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, no. I mean, Kevin plays the guitar.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you have the drummer,
you have the
guitarist, you have the bassist, you have the lead singer, or a couple lead singers.
Yeah, but I also think that was something that was kind of bigger in rock music.
Yeah,
and I think rock music is not
rock anymore.
Like, we don't have new artists like a Def Leppard or a Styx, like there's not those, or a Journey, Duran Duran, those kinds of things. Like, you don't have that kind of music. Like that music's just not like popular now. That music is popular, but new music like that isn't really popular anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting.
It's an interesting thought. I thought it was very interesting, and I was wondering if you could think of anyone.
No, I can't think.
Because of anyone. I couldn't.
I can think of people who have recently broken up.
A band,
but like 5 Seconds of Summer just broke up not too long ago. Mainskin is like an Italian rock band. They just broke up. I only know them because the lead singer is dating Dove Cameron, who was a Disney girl. Yeah, that's the only reason I know them. But they just broke up. So, because everyone wants to do their solo thing. I don't know.
Everybody wants to be a solo artist.
I wonder if there's more money in solo artists.
Oh, there's definitely more money.
Because you get it all, really.
You do. Because they were talking about how they Duran Duran splits their money equally with the 4 group members.
Yeah.
And like, it was just important to them to all be equal, and they just they like it better.
I'm trying to think. That's an interesting thought because I can't think of anyone.
I know, I can't think of anyone either. I think a band can either be really good, and like I think as artists, like them putting their heads together, writing the songs, you know, and you've got the people who are like the experts in certain areas. It really makes a band great.
Yeah.
And I think that's why solo artists, unless you are one of those singer-songwriters.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes you all that much better.
Because, I mean, there's like Jungle or like the Backseat Lovers or what's their names? I don't know, I can't think. Like those bands, but those are all kind of singer-songwriting, like folk bands kind of.
Folk bands, yeah.
And well, I mean, Jungle's not a folk band, I shouldn't say that. But they're more like EDM music. But yeah, there's no
just an idea.
There's no like Duran Durans or Journeys or
Def Leppard Sticks. And yeah, just any of them. Or like the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like
there's none of them.
Just bands.
Yeah.
Just good old fashioned rock bands.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I think it's kind of sad. Because I don't even think in country. Well, country usually was just a singer.
Yeah.
And his band kind of a thing. But yeah, I was just wondering. Yeah.
Interesting.
I just thought I'd put that out there for everybody. Like,
because I've never thought about that, but it's true.
There's no bands
anymore. There's no bands like that anymore.
At least not starting up. I'm hoping they come back, though. I think bands were cool and fun.
Like the greatest band ever.
One Direction.
One Direction.
You know, and even them, they were a great band, but they're not, like, none of them, like, one of them wasn't the drummer.
Yeah.
They were more of a boy.
They were a boy band.
They're definitely a boy band. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. But I think even the greats that have broken up, like the Eagles and stuff, I think their musical talent together made it much better and more interesting. More interesting for sure and last longer. Because I have a feeling a lot of these singers now aren't going to last very long.
Yeah, I feel like especially with TikTok music. Yeah. You get your 15 minutes, and that's about it.
I wonder if, like, American Idol and The Voice and all those kind of promote just single singers.
That's true. They do. I mean, you have, like, I feel like America's Got Talent or, yeah, that's really the only one I feel like you could be a band on. I feel like American Idol is definitely solos.
Yeah.
I mean, X Factor, they made bands. That's where One Direction came from. So,
yeah.
But...
Kind of. I mean, but they were
groups. They're more groups than bands.
Yeah, or like The Voice, where they turn around and
Or those are more just solos.
So I'm just wondering why happened to
It's interesting.
I want the band.
Yeah, if you can think of any, let us know because I can't think of any.
I can't think of any either.
Which is interesting,
and it's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad.
Probably formed within the last, let's say, 5 years.
Yeah,
I can't think of any.
I can't think of any.
Extinct are the bands.
I know. Because, I mean, we have, like, the Lumineers, but they're a folky band. But they all play their instruments. Yeah. Like,
But they've been around for a while.
They've been around for a while. For, like, I don't know, 15-ish years.
Yeah.
So.
Let's just say last 5 years.
Yeah. I can't think of any.
I can't think of any either. And it's really sad. It's really sad.
That is really sad.
When they said that on the interview, I was just like.
You're right.
That is too bad.
That is too bad.
So anyways, do you have any musical
My music moment is I have become obsessed with a new artist this week.
A new artist?
Yes.
Who?
Role Model.
I've never heard of Role Model. I've never heard of him.
Tucker Pillsbury is his real name.
Uh-huh.
I've known about him for a long time, but he just released like the deluxe version of his album this last week, so I thought I'm gonna listen to it because I'd heard his couple songs, but I hadn't like actually listened to it, and I'm obsessed. I love it so much.
So what kind of music is it?
It's kind of like pop folk music.
Kind of like Noah Kahan?
No, he's way more folky than
Noah Kahan.
No, Noah Kahan's way more folky.
Oh,
like
okay.
It has this much country in it. Like there's just a little bit of.
I'm a little bit country.
It's not like country music, but it's got like country music aspects to it.
Maybe like hillbilly?
No.
No?
It's like pop.
Okay.
Folky
Okay.
I don't know. Here, I can look, see how he's described.
Yeah, let's see how he's described, because I've never even heard of him.
But he slays so hard.
And what's his name?
Such a good album. Role Model.
Oh, I forgot already. Role Model.
This album's classified as pop, so it's pop.
Well, I hope he's a real role model.
I don't know about that, but he slays. He slays hard.
He's a role model for the slaying hard rocker.
Yes. No, I followed him for a while. I just haven't listened to his music, but I think he is hilarious. Like, he's just so funny. He was up for, like, People's Sexiest Musician or something this last year.
Oh, right.
And it was, like, him and Harry Styles.
Oh, no.
And so he went on this big campaign about how Harry Styles doesn't need this. He needs this. It. Like, Harry Styles probably won't even notice. But this is a big deal to him. He still lost to Harry Styles, but it was so funny.
It was Harry Styles.
It was so funny.
That is hilarious.
But I'm obsessed with the album right now.
Well, cool.
It's a good time. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
So we'll have to listen to him.
Yeah.
We'll have to get it out. Role model.
Exactly.
And he lost to Harry Styles. So.
He lost to Harry Styles, and it broke all our hearts.
So he's pretty much a loser. No, just kidding.
He slays. He slays so hard.
He slays
I'm just so
teasing.
hard. I love him. Also, Sabrina released the deluxe version of her album too, and it was really good. And it's so funny. She did one of her songs. She did a version of it with Dolly Parton. That was on the deluxe version, and it is so bad.
Really?
It is so bad. It sounds like Dolly Parton is like sneaking up behind you. It is so it's the worst. I don't know. I love Dolly Parton. She slays so hard.
You know, Dolly Parton's great, but you've got to be able to match her.
And it just wasn't the song. There was another song on her album that they should have done. When that song came out, everyone was like, this sounds like a Dolly song. Like,
okay.
We see the Dolly influence. So I don't know why she chose this other song to feature her on. But it was kind of funny.
You have to be the right person for Dolly. Like, Miley Cyrus can do Dolly.
Yeah, Miley and Dolly sound really, really good.
They sound really good, but yeah, I could see Sabrina and her not really joining well.
Yes. But it's funny, there's all these TikToks that'll be like someone like lip syncing to it, and then it'll go to Dolly's part and they like move the camera up to a person behind them, like running really close, like singing it. It's so funny. It is so funny. But there's a couple songs on the deluxe version that are really, really good. So Sabrina's album slayed too.
Interesting.
But we all know I love Sabrina. So
you do. And Dolly Parton's a classic. So.
She is a classic. She's an icon.
She really is an icon.
Yeah.
Like her or not, she's an icon.
She's an icon. How can you not like Dolly? Dolly slays.
I know. She does slay.
She also has this like book club thing. Did you know about this? Mm-hmm. Where you can sign up and you get a free book sent to you, like a children's book, children's book sent to you every month. So that like it like helps people who can't afford children's book, like have books for their kids.
Sweet.
It's really cute. It's really, really cute.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
I like Dolly.
Yeah. Dolly's cool.
She's an icon.
Okay. So this
today,
week, I'll let you explain it.
Okay. So today I thought I would interview Abbi, just so everybody kind of gets an understanding of her level of loving music and where she is with music and what she's all about. Because I think she's an interesting person. And why do we do a podcast on just music?
Yeah.
Because I think everyone has their own journey when it comes to music. If you love music, and there's so many of you out there, you have your own journey, kind of how you got there and where you are today and what's going on. So we thought I would interview Abbi.
Yes.
And then we can find out her journey, her musical journey.
My musical journey.
So here we go. I got to get my glasses on because I had to write down the questions. I thought I came up with some pretty good questions.
I'm excited.
So,
I haven't heard the questions yet, so.
This is something.
This is exciting.
Okay, and you can't say, I don't know.
Okay.
There is no, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, what is your first memory of liking music or a song that you really like that really made you think, oh, I love music?
Nobody's Perfect by Hannah Montana.
Was that it?
Absolutely. Hannah Montana, I know
quick.
We've said this before. I was the biggest Hannah Montana fan.
You were.
And I truly thought I was the next Hannah Montana. This was my journey.
How old do you think you were at this time?
6, maybe 5
Very
or 6.
young, yeah.
And so every week when Hannah Montana would come on and she would have a new song on the episode, it was like the most exciting thing ever.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then we went to the Hannah Montana concert. It was the Hannah Montana meets Miley Cyrus concert in like 2007, 2006.
With the Jonas Brothers.
With the Jonas Brothers. Absolutely
Beautiful.
incredible time.
Hannah Montana came out first, Jonas Brothers, and then Miley.
Yes. Okay. It was incredible. But even then, like Miley's, like her Meet Miley Cyrus album, absolutely incredible. Like I just feel like that was, but yeah, Hannah Montana was it. I just loved it. Huh? I just loved Hannah Montana.
So that was it. So you knew from that.
And I would say Nobody's Perfect is like the most iconic song from that time. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this might be the same kind of question.
Okay.
Which I didn't think it would be, but it kind of sounds like maybe.
Okay.
But maybe not. It might be different. What artist or group would you say influenced your love for music the most? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Maybe it's a little different.
Definitely Hannah Montana. Definitely.
Like
all that, like that whole Disney era, the Jonas Brothers, Hannah Montana, like Camp Rock, even.
There was a lot of it.
All of that right then.
High School Musical.
Yes. High School Musical. High School Musical played a big part of my life.
That, yeah.
But like all of that was just so much fun and so exciting for me as a child. I would definitely say like Styx, Def Leppard, Hall & Oates even.
Yeah.
Journey. I'm trying to think, because we used to, when you would be like cleaning up the house, she has these like recorded concerts or things, Bee Gees for sure.
Bee Gees, yeah.
That you would play.
Yeah.
And well, we were just hanging around. So music was always playing in the house, it seemed like. So there was a Journey one, there's a Hall & Oates one, there's a Simon and Garfunkel one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Bee Gees.
Definitely.
So those would always play. And also the 10th anniversary Dreamcast of Les Mis.
That was perfect.
That would always be playing too. And I still play that when I'm cleaning up. But
I love that.
Yeah. All of those, I think.
See, I was told by someone, I can't remember, some cleaning guru, that if you listen to music while you cleaned better because you kind of had a beat, you kind of moved faster, you kind of did it. So I played a lot of music. Plus, I love listening to it.
And it was great music.
It was great music.
Yeah.
So
probably that.
Probably all that. That's fun. All right. So what era of music do you relate to and why? Like, do you relate to the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010s, 2020s?
Probably.
Or 60s, 50s.
That I relate to the most.
Yeah.
Probably the stuff that's coming out right now.
Right now?
Like my favorite artists right now.
Okay.
Is what I like relate to the most, just because I listen to people who are like my same age, going through similar life experience kind of a thing.
That makes sense.
You know? But yeah, I would say that.
Okay, so the 2020s?
Yeah, probably 2010s to now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of your high school too.
Yeah.
And junior high.
Mm-hmm. My formative years.
Your formative years. I think that's probably what most people's would be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Which song or songs make you happy when you hear them? Oh. Like you're just basic, like these are the songs that always make me happy. Like if I hear it, all of a sudden I'm in instant good mood.
There's so many. Time of Our Lives by Pitbull, for sure. DJ God Has Fallen in Love by Usher. Definitely Timber by Pitbull as well.
Pitbull.
There is nothing better
than a little Pitbull.
Than a late night drive blasting some Pitbull. It is.
Well, he is the party guy.
He is. He's Mr. Worldwide.
I can see why it makes you happy then.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Makes me happy.
Just makes you happy.
Because I'm also the biggest lover of just heart-wrenching sad music.
That doesn't make you happy.
So I'm trying to think like, a lot of my favorite songs don't necessarily make me happy. Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Probably Old Friends by Ben Rector. I love that song.
That is a good song. That is a happy song.
Definitely like Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus or The Climb by Miley Cyrus.
You gotta dance with Party in USA.
You have to dance. Yes.
It's just an incredible
song. Yes. Probably, I don't know, some of those. There's so many. There's so many.
There's a lot of fun songs.
Yes. Definitely Best Song Ever by One Direction. Any One Direction song brings me so much joy.
Oh yeah, like Kiss You.
Kiss You. Yeah.
I don't know.
All of those songs.
It just makes me happy too.
Just bring me so much joy.
Okay, so what song do you listen to when you're sad? When you're just feeling heartbroken or sad or just down, or you want to feel that way, like you want to be in this like
Somber mood.
What song would you listen to?
Tolerate It by Taylor Swift.
That's a good one.
All Too Well, 10-minute version, Taylor Swift.
That's a good one.
The Black Dog, Taylor Swift.
So Taylor Swift brings you down.
It brings me down. No, it doesn't bring me down. They're just like they're the feels songs.
I just saw
you know
a
what
meme
I mean?
that said, "You've never had an emotional roller coaster more than if you've listened to Taylor Swift on
Shuffle. Because you'll go from Style and 22 right to All Too Well 10-minute version, and it is a roller coaster.
It is a roller coaster.
Probably like Orange Juice by Noah Kahan. I'm trying to think. What makes me sad? Definitely Last Game of the Season.
Hey, I can't even talk about without crying. But you don't go to that. That's not a go-to.
That's not a go-to. No. But every time it comes up, brings a tear to my eye.
Brings a tear to my eye too.
I'm trying to think.
Song.
Yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
Very good though.
But yeah, I love a sad song. I really do love a sad song.
I know. A good sad song sometimes.
Love Bites by Def Leppard.
Oh, Love Bites. Yes.
It doesn't get better than that.
It really doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Or How Can You Mend a Broken Heart? Bee Gees.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Another great one.
Another great one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you could listen to only 3 songs the rest of this year, which songs would you choose? Only 3 songs for the rest of this year. So we're only in February, so there's 10 more months to go. And there was only 3 songs that you could listen to.
I have to get a good range. I need a happy song, I need a downer song, and I need maybe 2 happy songs.
Yeah.
Probably Give Me Everything by Pitbull and Neo. The Black Dog by Taylor Swift.
I got to hear that song.
I love that song. I think that is her best song. Like her best song.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
You've heard it. I played it for you.
Oh, have you? Okay.
But not enough. It's from Tortured Poets, so it's
okay. I haven't heard it enough. But.
I think that's my favorite Taylor Swift song. I think it overtook Tolerate It. Let me think. That one song. What's it called? Fight for You. Jason Derulo.
Okay.
Those would be my 3. Those are like 3. They always hit. They always hit.
That's cool. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next one. What is your favorite genre of music?
Probably pop. I would say pop. I think pop is what I listen the most to.
Pop music?
Yeah. And I feel like pop is a pretty big spectrum.
It is a very big.
I mean, there's some Noah Kahan songs you could probably classify as pop. I mean, Taylor Swift.
Even Def Leppard.
Is mostly even Def Leppard, even some Styx songs. You could probably classify as pop. So.
It is a big range.
Yeah, probably pop music.
Okay, so what's your least favorite
Country.
genre? Really? Country?
Country. I just don't get it. It's beers, gals, and trucks. That's all country music is.
No, it's heartbreak and honky tonks, and that's what they used to be. Heartbreaks and honky tonks.
I know, but what do you do to honky tonk?
You get drunk and you feel really bad about the girl who left you
and you find a new girl,
best friend.
And you find a new girl at your honky tonk, and you drive off in your truck.
Yeah, and then you have a Rachel and Ross situation.
There you go.
We were on a break.
There you go. Probably country.
Country. Okay. Okay, ready? Was there a band or a singer that you thought you would never, ever, ever like, but after I made you listen to them, you now like them? So I have to preface this. If I'm in a car and I'm driving, I feel like I have the right to listen to whatever I want.
I absolutely agree. Driver gets aux.
Yes. So I have made my kids listen to many songs over the years.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's been like some where she's like rolling her eyes. Like I said, oh, you got to hear this song. And then she rolls her eyes and then she listens and she goes, oh my goodness, that wasn't actually a really good song.
I'm trying to think. I think there's definitely some songs that I did not want to listen to, and I hear it.
Like
I'm like, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. like Waylon Jennings. I
Okay.
can tolerate Waylon Jennings.
Uh-huh.
I'm coming around to Wham. I'm a bigger George Michael fan than I've ever been.
Yes.
I'm coming around to him.
Yay.
But I'm
He's
trying to think of
talented.
like things that like I actually really enjoy that I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
I don't. That's why I was wondering. Because I've made him listen to these songs, and I just know they were like...
Last Game of the Season, for sure. That one for sure.
Did you like it,
Oh,
though?
absolutely. How can you not like Last Game of the Season?
That's true.
It makes her cry every
It
time.
makes me cry every time.
I'm trying to think. I feel like we just have been listening to it forever.
Uh-huh.
That it's like it never really crossed my mind to not like it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't know.
I'm thinking Waylon is one. Waylon Jennings.
And I wouldn't ever say I'm a fan of Waylon Jennings.
No.
But I can
you can
appreciate
tolerate.
him.
You know a couple of his songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was thinking something like that,
Yeah.
Waylon, or even I was kind of hoping George Michael.
See, you got those both. Again, wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I can appreciate him
Uh-huh.
a lot more than I used to be. I got it.
Okay.
Footloose by Kenny Loggins. Oh, well, no, that's a song I don't like. That's a song I don't like that I don't want to listen to, but that you make me listen to.
But
I
do you
guess
like
that wasn't the answer to that wasn't the
No.
question, but that is a song that you've turned
You
on
are
that I do
not
not
a
like.
Kenny Loggins fan.
I am not a Kenny
There are
Loggins fan.
very many good Kenny Loggins songs. And the one I would really hope for her to love someday is Don't Fight It by Kenny Loggins and Steve Perry. Now that one is worth
Which
listening to.
I've heard many times.
And you still haven't
And
done
it's
it.
just not, there's something about Kenny Loggins' voice that I just
love
don't
it.
like.
Oh, he's had some
Bangers.
bangers.
I know he's had some hits. I just don't like them.
I like them. I like
But I am
them.
coming around to Wham, so that's exciting.
I know,
'Cause They
I'm
used
very
to be on
excited.
that list as well.
Really bad.
Really bad.
But you're starting to realize he was really talented, huh?
Yeah.
And he was fun. His songs were fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
For
good.
sure.
All right. I was just wondering about that one.
Yeah.
That was like one of those, I've got to find out
Yeah.
what she's...
I feel like whenever you turn on Waylon, I'm like, oh no.
Oh, no,
Here
here
we
he
go
comes.
again. And then by the end of it, we're laughing and having a good time,
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
Okay. And you took pictures with him at the...
I did at the Country Hall Music Hall of Fame, or well,
Oh.
the Madame Tussauds.
Madame Tussauds and the
Nashville.
Hall of Fame. You
Oh,
took
he is
pictures.
he has a poster.
He has a
Hall of
big...
Fame.
He has kind of a display there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
'cause he's an
awesome.
icon.
That's because he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's that great.
Yeah.
Not too many people made it.
Also, they just put one of Taylor Swift's Enchanted dresses in the Country Hall Music Hall of
Oh,
Fame.
really?
Because she has that whole like where she donated like education center. So
Uh-huh.
they put one of her cupcake dress from the
Oh,
Enchanted
cool.
or from Speak Now
Oh, good.
set from the Eras tour. So
We'll
I'm
have to
we gotta
see
go.
it. We gotta go to Nashville. Gotta go.
Nashville.
All right. Okay. If you were a famous singer, Abby,
My dream.
what genre would you be in and why?
Probably like pop folk.
Pop
music.
folk?
Yeah.
Would you sit there with a guitar and write your
If I could. I would be like a Taylor Swift kind of thing.
a Taylor
You know what I
Swift?
mean? Like a singer-songwriter, but it's still like poppy music.
Which was the next question.
Yeah.
Which one would you like? Who's famous now that you would relate to? That would be kind of what you would want to be like.
Taylor Swift. Not that famous. I would never, ever, ever, ever want to be that famous.
No,
That
I
sounds
wouldn't either.
miserable. If I could have like a sliver of her fame, that would be the dream. But like that kind of music where you're writing about your life and
Your breakups,
yeah, your triumphs and your
hiccups.
perils.
and your perils, and
But yeah, that kind of music. But you could still do like pop music, like fun pop music
well, she does.
with production. Yeah, like that kind of
Uh-huh.
thing. That kind of a thing. But you could also do a song on your guitar. kind
Yeah.
of thing. That's it.
That's it. Wow.
I love Taylor Swift. I don't know if you guys know, but I love Taylor Swift.
Well, that was my last question for you, Abby. Let me think if I can think of another one on the fly here because I had so many questions. Okay.
Those were good questions. You slayed that.
So, of my music that I like, who do you like the best? Like, what one that you've listened to over the years so many times? 100 billion. I make them 100 billion times. Like when I was cleaning, when I was driving them all everywhere. Out of everyone that I've made you listen to, who's your favorite?
I think it largely depends on the moment, but I feel like the most iconic of us is Styx. for
Definitely
sure.
Styx. Yeah.
They're the people I've seen most in concert. We've seen them like 10 times, something like that.
Yeah.
I love Styx. So probably Styx.
Okay.
But I mean, I love Def Leppard. I love Journey. I love the Bee Gees. Like, I love
How
all
could
of
you
these
not?
people.
They're all so good.
They're
huh?
all so good. So probably Styx. I would say
All right.
probably Styx.
Well, that's what we have.
I have another answer to your question about who do I roll my eyes and then start jamming.
Okay.
New Kids on the Block.
Yes. Yes, I forgot about them.
Let me start preface.
That's a good one.
We went to their concert because they just got back together and they were touring and she wanted to go so bad. And we're like, we're down. We'll always go. I didn't know their music or whatever, but we had so much fun at that concert. Like, New Kids on the Block is just a hoot. They are so much fun. They are so much fun. So
much fun.
But then I don't know, they're not one I like stream. Like, I don't stream their music, but I go to their concert and have the time of my life. You know what I mean? So originally turning on New Kids on the Block because we watched a lot of music videos before that concert.
Just so you guys would know who they were.
And there were a couple eye rolls, but again, we are dancing and partying by the end of it.
We are having so much fun. Mm-hmm. Yes. If you ever can go to New Kids on the Block,
go.
Love them or not.
It is so much fun.
Because we just come back laughing so hard. I don't remember a concert where we left so happy.
Yeah.
Just so happy.
Just absolutely giddy with joy.
That's a good one.
So that's one for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was feeling like this is what made Abbi who Abbi is.
Yes. A little bit of my music journey.
A little bit of your music journey. We know you started out with a little Hannah Montana, just like most little girls your age.
Yes. Hannah Montana, it was a big deal for me. It really was such a big deal for me.
I remember it was. I bought her a guitar, electric guitar. I bought you a microphone, a Hannah Montana microphone. I mean, everything was Hannah.
Wigs galore.
Wigs,
like
costumes,
books, everything. I was the biggest Hannah Montana fan.
You were. Mm-hmm. And then you grew up to be a big Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah. There's probably some correlation.
There might be some there.
Yeah.
So, but are you a Miley Cyrus fan now?
Yes. Now, I feel like there was a little bit. Looking back, okay, we'll talk about the Bangers era real quick. While in the midst of the Bangers era, everyone was kind of like, what the heck is she doing? And still some of the things very questionable. However,
questionable.
Looking back, it was kind of iconic. I don't know. She kind of slayed.
She did.
There's a couple songs in there that kind of slayed. And
what was her last one that was really kind of big? That she was up for a Grammy.
Flowers.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
She won that.
Okay,
Grammy.
that was a pretty good song.
That's a really good song. I really like that song. I feel like she's like, well, and then she went into like kind of a rock. She had a rock album where she did rock music, which was actually really pretty good. I didn't listen to all of it, but the ones I listened to were pretty good. And now she's kind of, she had her Endless Summer Vacation. Is that what the album was called? I can't remember. She had that album which had flowers on it, which was really good. So I feel like she's just kind of vibing right now. She's doing her thing. But she says she hates touring, so she'll never tour again, which breaks my heart.
Oh, no.
Because
you were waiting for a tour, weren't you?
I would drop unholy amounts of money on a Hannah Montana Miley Cyrus tour. Like, if she were to do that again, I would be the happiest girl in the whole entire world. That's my dream.
Well, just think, you got to see her at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
When she was Hannah Montana or Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
So.
And it was incredible.
It was great.
Honestly, the best ever. But
I think she peaked with The Climb.
The fact that The Climb didn't win a Grammy is still the biggest robbing of any artist ever.
I would have to agree.
That song changed my life. It truthfully changed my life.
That was a good movie.
The Hannah Montana movie was so
There's that
cute.
Butterfly song.
Mm-hmm, Butterfly Fly Away.
I love that song.
I know, but it makes me sad now because Robbie Ray is... Or not Robbie Ray.
Robbie.
That's his name on Hannah Montana.
Yeah, Robbie is kind of...
What's his name?
Billy Ray. Billy Ray. He's kind of a nut now, but get some help, Billy Ray.
Please.
Go into rehab, please.
Whatever you got to do.
Whatever you got to do, you better do it. Because
we need Robbie Ray Stewart back. But yeah, I love Miley. She's just an icon, you know?
Yeah, she is.
She's an icon.
Well, and it is in your era.
Yeah.
Time frame. So
yeah.
Well, that's fun getting to know you, Abbi. It was a lot of fun.
This was a lot of fun.
So this is her journey. I'm sure you guys all have a journey.
Yeah.
So many people love music.
Mm-hmm.
And it is just such a universal thing. And there's got to be a reason why or a start or something.
Yeah.
And, I hope you guys can think about that as you're listening to this. What was your journey? What's your thoughts? What was your first iconic moment where you're like, oh my goodness, I love music so much, or it talked to you or it spoke to you. And, you can let us know or just think about it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's kind of fun to think about.
Yeah. I feel like music has always been something that like I can, either like process my emotions or my feelings or my experiences that like maybe I can't figure it out, but someone did and wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
And now I can like be like, oh, that's exactly what I was experiencing or how I was feeling. And,
yeah,
here's a song right about that. So
yeah,
I love music.
So yeah, well, we're glad you do.
Thank you. I'm glad I do too.
I'm glad I made him love music.
You did. Because we always had music playing in the car, in the house. Like music was always.
And I wasn't very good at playing little kid music because it got on my nerves a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Understandably.
So I kind of made sure that they were listening to Def Leppard from a very young age and Styx and all those good ones. So.
And now we have some iconic memories from that.
We do.
So.
Yeah. Was it a parent that introduced you to music? Was it a friend? Was it just life?
Yeah. But I feel like that's one thing. That's one reason we started this podcast is because we've always bonded over music. Yeah. Like it's something we've always.
We literally talk about it. Like when we get in the car, it's pretty much all we talk about.
Yeah.
Like if we're doing a road trip, it's all about the music.
It's all about the music.
Yeah. And sometimes it's all about her music. Sometimes it's about my music. Now that they're older and they can change their channel, I can't be a dictator as much, but it's okay.
But I am a firm believer, whoever is behind the wheel decides on the music.
That's true, because they have to drive. And they've got to be able to concentrate. Yeah. So.
But yeah, so if we want to know about your journey. If there was a song that like really got you into music, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, because we want to know. And we can put a shout out to you.
Yeah.
Because we will.
Yeah, we will.
We will shout out. So, all right, Abby. It's been fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit.
Sweet little Abby.
Sweet little Abby. We'll do Judy in a couple weeks. So if you have any questions for her, comment them down below.
Yeah. If you want to know how I got into music, it's very exciting. Maybe. I don't know.
It is very exciting, but you'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait
to hear that one.
So,
alrighty. So go follow us on your preferred streaming platform and our social media, and subscribe on YouTube. It's just From Vinyl to Streaming everywhere. And give us a like, give us a 5-star review.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
And thumbs up. And we'll see you next week.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.